composted material that has come from the bottom of this composting thing here, okay? I want you to look into what's in your hand, and I want to see whether or not you can find anything other than just worms. There should be other things in there.
I found something.
Sit it in one hand and use the other finger to move it around.
A roly-poly buggy thingy.
Oh, I want one of them. I'll trade you a worm for one.
Some of you can see some things that are moving around, but you probably can't exactly identify them. But the majority of living organisms in your handful are actually what we call microscopic organisms. They're so tiny that you cannot see them with the naked eye. They are known collectively as a group called decomposers. So, compare what's in your hands with, come and have a look in here.
Oh, there's a spider, look at it.
There's the top of the compost, okay? So the people Yep. Okay, so in here, we've got, what things can you identify? We've got shredded paper, we've got hay.
Newspaper, dirt.
So I want everyone to pop their handful back into here, just in the top will do.
So then it's
Have you?
Are we going to get water to put on it?
and one's digging.
Could somebody now put the,
Wet, it makes it easier for the one right there.
put that cover, and anything that's sitting outside it, just pick it up with your gloves and shove it in the top.
I don't even know how to use this thing.
Your compost system is working really well. It takes about 6 weeks to convert from this sort of material into that beautiful, rich composted material that you were holding in your hands. What, or who knows what two elements, all right, we're talking about just elements now, are important in the composting process?
Dirt. Nitrogen.
Who said nitrogen? Well done, fantastic. Nitrogen is one of them. Cut the dioxide off it and just carbon. All right, so carbon and nitrogen are the two elements that you have to get in the right balance to get composting to work. So, purposes of composting, what sorts of things do you think might be rich in carbon that we could put into a compost heap?
Paper.
Paper, very good. We're looking for dead plant type things. So paper's one.
Dead plants and leaves.
Dead plants and
Plants
leaves.
that we don't need anymore.
Root. Carbon comes from things like paper, dead leaves, sticks, twigs. All right, so let's look in here now and see whether or not we've got carbon in here. We have. We've got lots of paper.
Oh, lots of paper.
Lots and lots of paper. We've got lots of dead plant material, so that's rich in carbon. In fact, we've got a lot of carbon in this bin.
I think I saw like some manure or something.
Okay, I would like someone's going to be our warmth tester. I want you to put your hand down into where I've dug away there.
Yeah, it's really warm.
Okay?
What's that lead to?
Now we know a compost heap is working well when it's warm. It needs to be warm, but it should be a lot warmer than that.
Yeah, it's fine. We need to put lots more water.
Attention. In a compost heap, to get it to break down quickly, you've got to have 2/3 carbon and 1/3 nitrogen. And you make it very much like you're making either a sandwich or a pizza, so you layer it, all right? So what you're aiming to do is to have a layer of carbon and then a layer of nitrogen and then another layer of carbon and another layer of nitrogen. But the layers of carbon need to be about twice as thick as the layer of nitrogen. So we've identified where we get carbon from. Where will we get nitrogen from?
From the dirt and the ground and the manure.
Good try, but no.
Paper.
No, carbon. We get carbon from paper.
Manure.
Starting to get close.
Plants.
Living plants, okay? Especially green leafy things, all right? Now, one of the best, get some water from the rainwater tank, come back and I want you to open up each of the bins and water them. The other half of you, I want you to come, no, that's more than half going for watering. The other half come here.
Nobody leaves a shoe.
know what I noticed, Deborah? You know what I noticed?
Fat white toes.
Is that Marjorie's always in like a video or...
I really don't want to wet myself again.
Neither do I. I almost stepped in the water.
Did you think? Quickly. Squirt, 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 squirt.
In the middle as well.
Squirt, 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 squirt. Squirt, 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 squirt. Did the spider come out?
Bring them in.
Annie.
Any of them. Do my fair share of all of them. That one's got too much
Where are we
paper.
putting the water?
In these.
Each of the compost bins, they all need water in them. They're very dry.
No.
So all that paper in them should be really nice and wet, and so should the straw. I love
Exactly that. It's big.
Now, if you